We rolling? We're rolling! Hey everybody, this is Lexi, hope you're well. So, a few things have changed since I saw you guys, most particularly in the US. To everybody commiserating, everybody happy, keep loving each other and stay strong, stay together. We had Brexit in Britain over here, and I've been really impressed with how my generation particularly has just bandied together and just gone, stuff it. We're still going to be nice and loving to each other all the same. So keep doing that. I don't know why I started with that. But anyway, mini manifestation story to begin with. A few weeks ago, I was thinking, as some of you will probably know, I'm a writer as well as an actress. And I was beginning to ask myself, okay, so we're getting our writing out there a little bit. I have had nominations, and a couple of months ago I won the Gold Award for Screenplay at the International Film Awards, sorry. And, that was a great supporting argument for me going, yeah, I can write. This is cool. This is definitely what I should be doing. And I started to go, okay, so the next step is I need to get this stuff made on a bigger platform. I need to start properly filming and, organizing that. So what I need next, ideally, is a person who can help me do that. How am I going to find them? Okay, stuff it. I'm not going to think about how. There they are. And I literally had that moment of, they're already here, just gotta wait for them to actually show up. That was literally it. Trusted it, let it go. And I'm gonna come back to this theme later on because I am realizing myself just how important the letting go is. I've got Frozen on my phone. I listen to it all the time. I'm so sad. So over the next 2 weeks, an old friend of mine got back in touch. We met when he was making a movie a few years back, and we went out to the cinema, and before that we were kind of killing some time because we had a late showing. And then all of a sudden we start talking about just making stuff in general and how we could work together. And the next thing I know, we're sitting in the IMAX in London's Waterloo, and I've got my pen and paper out and we're making notes, and this is what we're going to make, and this is how we're going to do it, and this is who we're going to approach. And all of a sudden, I had a split second where I went, you're him. Great! That was so easy! I didn't actually say that to him. That might have freaked him out and he wouldn't have understood. But the that pulse that we talked about before, that happened, and I was like, yes, thank you. So yeah, what I want to do with this video after that lovely manifestation story is answer a couple of questions, because I've been getting a couple of questions through both YouTube and also my Instagram, which is Lexi Wolfe Actress, if you're interested. I'm doing a play at the moment, so you see some pictures of that on there right now. The first question, quite important. I've been watching your videos and was wondering if you could tell me what I would have to do to manifest more confidence in my life. Okay, so if you guys had met me a year ago, probably the first word you wouldn't have used is confident. Now, I felt like I was, but I was a shadow of what I am now. And what I did was, for a while, I did as Lisa Nichols advocates, and I just drilled, I am amazing. I am an award-winning actress. That totally came true, by the way. I am this. I'm amazing. I'm talented. I am working all the time. Everything. I just went through it literally for 10, 20 minutes, sometimes even a day, just drilling. I am. Until the feeling was so tangible. You walked out of my room and I'd be like, gosh, there's electric in here. So first of all, I would definitely say that, and in general, you gotta look at, it sounds almost sad, but the things you've been through in your life and if you're still standing, if you can still get out of bed in the morning with a smile on your face, if you can do stuff that you don't want to do, but that you can get stuff done, as it were, be confident, because you are badass. I am not kidding. Dealing with modern day life is tough as nails, and you are doing so well. I'm talking to you. Do you understand me? I'm talking to you. You are badass. Be confident, because you are a beautiful, amazing, manifesting being who the universe is in love with, who other people are in love with, and you gotta let that shine. And when you get that, it just happens naturally, baby. So I'm really glad that question got asked, because that's quite close to my heart, especially because I've had like loads of revelations and a complete turnaround really over this past year. So this next one, sorry, it's a long one, from YouTube, from my last video. Started this manifestation exercise at the beginning of the year to get something I desired for a long time, and to my surprise, it came up right before me within a week. However, I somehow missed the opportunity through my own mistake, call it my rigid conscience, and I continue to follow the same exercise, and it's almost the end of a year, and I can't seem to see it happening again. There's your first problem. What do you recommend doing? Does the universe give you a second chance for the exact same thing, or does it say, look moron, I brought it to you and you were silly enough to pass it on, I'm gonna be stubborn now? Has anything like this happened to you before? Okay, so yeah, without going into too much detail, yeah, I've had something like that happen before, where you have the perfect opportunity and for one reason or another it doesn't happen. So there's a lot to encompass in that question, actually, I've just realized. The first is that the universe will always give you a second chance, because the universe thinks you're awesome. However, the universe knows what you are ready for. If you're not ready, and from that question, I think at the moment you are so worried, you're still thinking about that thing that happened in the past, you need to get into, you do deserve it. It is going to happen. Why? Because the universe loves you. The universe is almost like a parent, I think. It sees you growing up, and you know, your spiritual growth and becoming a powerful manifester, and it's proud of you, but it needs to give you stuff when you're ready for it. You don't give a 10-year-old the keys to the car. You give a 16 or 17-year-old who has passed their driving test the keys to the car, and you tell them to be safe. So yeah, that would be the main thing with that. I'm just gonna double check this question again to make sure I've covered everything. Give me a second. Yeah, call it your rigid conscience. Sometimes, you know, and I totally get it, because I've had it before. I really have had it. I do understand. It's like you're almost so awestruck, you feel like you get imposter syndrome. Like, this shouldn't happen to me, this is all a fluke, it's all going to end. The minute those little thoughts pop into your head, let them go. They do not serve you, and it's rubbish anyway. And what would you recommend doing? Does the universe give you a second chance? And it says, look moron, I brought it up to you and you were silly enough to pass it on. No, the universe would never talk about you like that, because the universe loves you. You gotta get that. And finally, even if the universe passes you up on this thing, it always gives you something better. Seriously, I was really angry at the universe or you know, the powers that be for a long while this time last year, because I thought my life was going to be this, and this was going to happen, and this was supposed to happen, and that's what I wanted. I look back now and I am so damn pleased that things happen like this, because I wasn't living up to my potential. I was a mere shadow of myself. The universe has since given... I'm okay. The universe has since given me so many blessings, and I would never have known about them had my life carried on going the way that it was. The universe, again, coming back to the parent thing, the universe is like your parent. It always knows best for you. Trust it. Seriously. Okay, next question. Some say that the more attached one is to the desire, the harder it is to manifest. Did you let it go in your case, or do you visualize every day? So this is a difficult one. This is the thing that, like I said, I wanted to talk about kind of mainly. I really am beginning to think, with all my kind of little experiments and everything like that, and just how it's all framing itself, I'm going, okay, so I've got the desire, there it is, that's my asking. And then it's like, okay, I gotta feel it. I gotta feel it. That's the believe part. If you're talking about the 3 steps, like Abraham Hicks or from The Secret. And the minute you feel it and you believe it, then you gotta really trust. I mean, the trust part is the most difficult part, I know. But you've got to put it out there. There it is. There's the feeling. Let the pulse we were talking about happen. Let your heart chakra expand, and you feel everything, and you know what it's going to be like. You can see it. You can practically go through a scene in your head where you have this thing, or you're receiving this thing, and it's beautiful. Afterwards, seriously, just go do something else, because it's already done. And that is the most difficult thing to get. I know this, and you know this. I can feel you through the power of YouTube all going, yeah, I know, but it's difficult. I know too. I know, right? But seriously, work on that. Give yourself little things to do, because that's what I've been doing too recently, just to keep my, belief going, to keep it topped up. There's actually a book that I should really recommend to you that I've been reading recently. I think it's called E=MC². I'm going to check this because I've got it on Audible. Where is it? E², I beg your pardon, by Pam Grout. I've got the audiobook. It's great. Gives you loads of little exercises to do to keep you testing the universe, essentially. And one I did recently was the most recent one I'm on, which I think is Experiment 5, which is where you say, okay, universe, I need a sign that I'm on the right path. I'm going to give you so many days, so many hours, whatever it is for you, to bring that path to me, banners flying and everything. Well, I just got my thing the other day. It came in a package I wasn't expecting it to, but it was there, and I was like, okay, yep, got the message, thank you. So, yeah, do little things to just keep your faith going, because I think I'm going to advocate make-believe, because you kind of got to stay there all the time. You kind of got to fool yourself into thinking you're already there, but before too long, you're going to wake up and be like, oh, blast, I really am here. And that's because you've literally thought yourself into it. And the worry that sometimes continues after you've had a thought and you're going, but what if it doesn't happen? That's exactly the thing that is keeping it from you. So experiment with different things about how you want to keep your trust that the universe is going to deliver going. Make sure that when things manifest, no matter how big or small, make a note of it, because the more they start to stack up, the more that you'll just be able to go, this thing works and I can use it, and then you're not going to have a problem, because you're going to be trusting a lot more, because it keeps proving itself to you. So that is so important. Okay, last one. What actions have you taken on a daily basis? What actions worked for you? So I think I've talked about some of this in my other videos, but like I was just saying, in fact, the main thing I do is I try and go there like every day. Every day I'm kind of already there. And it's almost like, I think Will Smith said in an interview that the minute he wanted it, or the minute he said it to himself, it was already done. All he had to do was wait for other people to see it. And I think that is 100% true. And it's been bizarre how things just get drawn into you just from acting like who you want to be, but then you become that anyway, because mentally and emotionally you're already there. So that would be the main thing. make believe and, you know, trust yourself. You've got everything that you need to do whatever it is you need to do. You don't need, you know, $1 billion. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do that. You've already got it. And everything, as you start to believe and as you start to get a bigger picture, if it's actions that you need to take, you will think of them. And if there's obstacles there, they will either move out of the way, or you'll be able to just randomly go, okay, I know how I'm doing this. It will just happen. Also, I would recommend you visualizing. Have it in your relaxed time. I probably shouldn't be showing quite this much, but I do a lot of my visualization in the bath. I like put the bath on, and then I've got my visualization. I told you last time about it's literally myself talking to me, guiding me through a visualization so I can completely relax, and I'm just there for a while. And once you've, like they say in The Secret, I forget the gentleman's name, but you've been there in the mind, you will go there in the body. You gotta trust it, guys. I'm so pleased that so many of you, I keep getting these wonderful comments like, you know, I've been with you since the beginning of this journey. Stay with me if you can. And I love the fact that so many of you are posting comments and telling me about your stories. I try and read them. I'm very busy at the moment, but I am going to hopefully sort of try and get through all of them at some point. It's good busy, so stuff is working. And yeah, do join me on Instagram if you have Instagram. As I said before, I think I'm Lexi Wolfe Actress. I'm on Facebook as Lexi Wolfe Official Page, and I'm on Twitter as just plain old Lexi Wolfe. So I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you got something out of this video. I love making these videos, by the way, and it fills me with joy to hope that somebody will be watching these and going, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna try this that she's recommended, or I'm, you know, that hasn't worked for me, maybe I'll try this. If I can help in just that little way, like others have helped me, that's the best thing. That's worth its weight in gold. I hope you all have a great day. I hope you have some beautiful manifestations that are even bigger and more beautiful than you even expected. I am sure, I know there are people out there who are more than capable of it already, but guess what? You are also capable. Keep doing it. I believe in you. I love you. Take care. Stay safe. Stay loving. And see you next time. Take care, guys.